Hi, I'm Delpy and today we'll be talking about the Galaxy A72. So welcome to Bytes Unlocked, where we basically do tutorials based on smartphones and smartphone reviews and overviews in general. So if you enjoy content like that, you could hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification icon as well so you don't miss any updates. Beginning the review, we'll start with the build. Now, in terms of build, the device feels very premium-ish, except for the fact that it has a plastic back, and this plastic back is one thing that makes it a bit uncomfortable when you're handling, because it has a metallic chassis sandwiched between the glass display and the plastic back. So I'd advise you to get a screen protector and a case to give you that grip you want and to also protect your screen from shattering. Still on some miscellaneous stuff about the build, there is the volume rocker button, the power button, dual speakers, which one is at the bottom and another at the topmost part. There is the microphone ports, one at the bottom, one at the top, and then there is the headphone jack. Yes, there is the headphone jack on this 2021 device, which I so much adore and admire because I'm not really a fan of wireless earbuds. Finalizing everything on the build, this device is coming in with an IP rating of IP67, which means it's dust and water resistance. In terms of water resistance, it can be in water for a length or a distance of 1 meter, and it will be there for at most 60 minutes. After that, the device will start dying off. So please don't keep your phone immersed in water for that long. Now let's talk about the display. At 6.7 inches, what are you getting? A Super AMOLED display with 90 Hz refresh rate and so much immersiveness when you're consuming content, either on Netflix or YouTube or any other video streaming site, and especially when you're gaming. I mean, it's so nice to have such great viewing angles or viewing immersiveness on the Galaxy A72. And yes, the display is an Infinity O display, which clearly means that there is a punch hole in there on the top, in the middle of their device. So top middle of the device, let me put it that way. So that is what they mean by Infinity O. Now when it comes to platform and performance, with platform, this device comes right out of the box with Android 11, which is upgradable to Android 12, and it runs on One UI 3.1, which would hopefully get One UI 4.0. Now in terms of performance, this device does very well in that department, except for the fact that if it is stressed for a longer period of time, you start to face heating up issue or thermal throttling issues. But then with the Snapdragon 720G chipset paired with this processing power, you are able to go through the day without any stress. If you're somebody who doesn't really stress your device like I do, I believe you're going to enjoy using the device in terms of performance. Now cameras, I'm going to be honest, when I had this phone for the first time, the cameras were something I wasn't really impressed with because I was expecting more. But they rolled out a couple of updates from May to June, and trust me, it has been very efficient and way better than I had it at first. Now the rear cameras comes with a 64 megapixel main camera, a 12 megapixel telephoto lens, an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle lens, and a 5 megapixel macro lens. I don't really use the remaining lenses apart from the 64 megapixel main, and I use them to take a lot of shots. Here are some sample images from the cameras on the Galaxy A72. In terms of video, the Samsung Galaxy A72 can shoot video at max 4K at 30 frames per second, and this applies to both cameras. I mean, both cameras in the sense of the rear camera and the selfie camera. I'm talking about the selfie camera. The selfie camera is coming in at 32 megapixels, and trust me, it takes very nice pictures. With the portrait mode, it does well, except for the fact that edge detection is not one thing I really admire there. I hope they would work on it in the upcoming updates. Also, it does so well in taking very crisp and detailed photos even without the bokeh mode. In just normal mode and then other modes, you're getting detailed shots from the Galaxy A72. Now enough of the cameras, let's talk about the batteries. Now when it comes to the batteries on this device, you're getting a 5000 mAh battery, which takes a little bit longer for a device with super fast charging, because you're getting a 25 watt fast charger which charges the phone from 0 to 50% in about 27 to 28 minutes, approximately 30 minutes. But then in about an hour to an hour and 10 minutes time, your phone should be fully charged, which is a bit of a bummer to me because I mean the fast charger is not really kicking in like it should. If you're somebody who's expecting your phone to charge very fast, I believe you're going to be bummed up because of this particular feature. But then if you are good to go and your battery is fully charged, it takes a very longer time for the device to actually drain down to 0%. I can use the device for the whole day without losing the battery to 0%, and trust me, it works. And if you're somebody who basically doesn't really use your device for a longer period, you're good to go. You can use the device for almost a day and a half before your battery goes off. Also, I made mention that it comes with a USB-C charging adapter port, so you're getting a USB-C charger for the device. Now, to my final thoughts. The Galaxy A72 is one thing that I really admire a lot for the time period. Ever since I started using it about 3 months ago. It has its own downfalls, which especially is based on the fact that if you're using the device for a longer period, especially when you're gaming or doing something intensive, it heats up a bit and you feel it right in your palms. And also it makes the game stuttery and laggy a bit sometimes. It makes it very annoying. But then apart from that, everything runs very smoothly and very fine. If you're somebody who doesn't really care about a 6.7 huge display, playing with your hands or hand gymnastics going on, then that's definitely a good buy for you. Cause coming in at almost 2,400 cedis, I mean, the Galaxy A72 comes packed with very mind-blowing features and factors that could help you go through the day without having to stress on the fact that you're not using a smartphone. Because this is definitely one of the smartest smartphones in the world. Once again, I'm Delpy, and this has been it for the Galaxy A72. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section about what you think about the device. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in another one. Stay safe. Peace out.